Alrighty, so this is my compost pile. So this is mostly it's vegetable scraps and plants from last year, as well as some of the muck from the bottom of the waterbed. And basically, I'm just going to mix it up. Also, what's in here is up by the top, by the driveway, there's like a layer of pine needles and leaves and such. So underneath that layer, there's a vegetation layer that's, you know, anywhere from 1 to 4 or 5 inches thick. So there's quite a bit of that in here too, the vegetation layer. So it's probably a little bit more of an acidic compost. You'll probably use it in conjunction with other compost. But, you know, as I continue to throw, you know, food scraps and plant material on here and continue to mix it in and keep it sort of functioning and fermenting and breaking down, not fermenting, but decompose. That's it. As it decomposes, it'll just continue making this mound better and better, and I'm sure these hardwoods will like it. So yeah, I'll probably use this in conjunction with these hugelkulturs, and then see how that goes. So, you know, trial and error. Let's see what happens. And being that it's gonna rain and snow tonight, I figure I'll see if I can just use these tarps here and collect a little bit of rainwater or snow or ice or sleet or whatever, and use that for just, you know, dishes and rinsing out the coffee mug and such. Yeah, so there is a rain barrel. I don't have it set up quite yet, but probably soonish I'll have it set up. It's pretty cool. My mom built it, and it was something that she's always wanted to build. So we had it in production last year, and it worked, but it didn't work great. We didn't have it in a great location, so it didn't collect a lot of water. So this time around, I should be ready, I think, for the rainy season. We should have an ample supply of rainwater, so for, you know, dishes and that kind of thing. Or you can boil it and drink it, you know, whatever. Definitely better than the lake water. And then I do have a pump, but the water is, there's like a purple tinge to it. One of these days I'll prime it and show you, but like it's, I'm sure if you filtered it, it'd be fine. But again, I don't know, and I'd rather be sure. I might have to put a new tap in at some point. So that's another project to be had down the road. But that's a little bit about the water situation that's going on here. All right, so it's going to be a little cold today. So it is, I feel like, a good soup day. Plus I got some vegetables I need to use, green beans in particular, before they go bad. They're just starting to get a little wet, little slimy, so I want to just use those right quick. So what I'm going to do is I got some red kidney beans. Just gonna soak them for, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour. That's probably good. About half a bag. Take the rest, put it in this old peanut butter jar. I got the lid somewheres. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I'll let that soak, and then I'll strain off that water, give them a good rinse, and then chop up a couple vegetables. I got a Got a nice looking onion that'll go in that, and maybe some lentils. Yeah, we'll be eating good later. Alrighty, so starting to do a little bit of hugelkultur, kind of show you what that's all about. Basically, I'm gonna kind of dig out an area, and then I got this log here. You can kind of see, which basically I just threw on the ground and it disintegrated. Should have gotten that on video, but oh well. And I'll show you. It's really pretty simple what it's all about. If I only had a shovel. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna take a layer off the top here, and some of that's vegetative stuff. Most of it's sand though. And then we'll start layering this up like a lasagna. So I'll show you. I already had some pieces in from last season. They are decomposing well. Bring you over here. Get a better eye on what we got going on. If only we could see. I don't know. Maybe that's better. Hopefully. All right. Alrighty, so as I bring loads of sand down here, I'll throw them on top of this here, and I still have this other piece here, as you can see. So that I'll probably use to extend the hugelkultur or make a new one, or who knows. I actually got a couple pieces, so yeah, I'll put them to good use. But that's basically the gist of it, and then, you know, of sand up to thereabouts, and then on top of that, you know, make a little depression and then put a plant in there with some soil, and then you know, let the roots figure it out. All right, so we're gonna start raking up some of these leaves, collect them, and getting them ready to compost later, and start clearing some of this out. Alrighty, well, got some leaves raked up. Still got plenty more to do, but the wheelbarrow is a little buried at the moment, so just gonna be making some piles, and it's gonna snow and rain for a bit anyway, so plenty more to do. But later this week it should get nicer, and then I think we'll be able to start doing some wheelbarrow loads of sand. Oh yeah. And then, you know, get the leaves all in a composting situation down by the compost, and kind of take it from there. Yeah, all kinds of plans for all the things, all good raw materials to work with. Starting slowly to take shape. Slow but sure. Oh, come down here. What you doing way up there? There you go. Alrighty, so our red beans have soaked for about hour and a half, just under 2. So just going to, as you can see, close up of the beans. And a couple cups of water in there. Gonna throw them on the stove. And 15-20 minutes, and then start throwing some vegetables in there. What we do need to do though is open our flue. Always open the flue before you open this, otherwise you smoke yourself out and you don't want that. So we are kind of bare. You gotta love them wood pellets. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna start with 2 Fat Tuesdays. All right, you'll give that a couple minutes, and then we'll close the flue, let the heat build up, and yeah, then we'll start getting some vegetables prepped and ready to be cut. All right, alrighty. So we got which side there? That side there. That's the one. All right. So now we're cooking pretty good. We got some coals forming, so we'll give it another minute or so, and then ram it down, and then we should be off to the races. And it's vegetable chopping time. So for this, we got the red beans on the stove, starting to cook away. Yeah, we got a potato. What kind of potato? I don't know. It's potato, Idaho potato, or Yukon Gold, or Spuds Mackenzie. Seems about right. Potato, I say potato. Tomato. Now we're gonna put in a couple of carrots. I like to try to split the carrots, and then decent sized pieces here, so they will hopefully cook along about the same rate as the potatoes. Got the last of our green beans. Just before they start to go bad. This is basically the last day I can probably use them, so it's probably good. And last but not least, we got our onion. So, I was thinking about only doing half of this, but I might as well just cut the whole thing. I like chunks of onion in there, so that is how we're cutting them up, just onion chunks. There we go. And then I got some kraut, and then got some lentils too that I'll probably throw in there. And some salt, and then let everything just get happy together and see what we got. So we should have an update soon. Beans have been on for a little bit. Throw our vegetables in there. Get a layer of those in there, and then okay. Oh yeah, me. A couple stragglers. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. do a couple more here. Make sure we dump them everywhere. That's the best way to do it. All right, drink. Throw some salt in here. And then we'll put some pepper in the end. There we go. So I'll give that some time to warm up. And then it'll basically just be sitting on the stove for hour to 2 hours, something like that, because it's going to take some time for it to warm up. So yeah, you got that to look forward to, which is pretty awesome. I'll clean up my mess, and that's what we're gonna do. Almost forgot kraut. Almost forgot. Almost let that go. That was close. Gotta throw some kraut in there. Don't be shy with the kraut. It's good stuff. There we go. And then once those flavors start to meld, we'll give it a good stir. Yeah. Well, it's been about hour. It's got a low simmer going on right now. It smells amazing in this tent. And I haven't eaten yet, and it's, I don't know, like 3:30, something like that. So I'm getting there. I really am. Nice thing about this is you see the temperature here. Yeah, a little over 60 degrees. It's nice. It's real nice. Normally it's like, I don't know, I wake up and it's around 25, 30, and then once I get the oven going, it's around 40, and then midday might get around 50-ish or so. If I get the oven ripping, it'll get warm, but yeah, today it's been actually mostly sunny out, so I've been able to get things charged, and looks like I'm gearing up to head into this week fully charged. That's actually really exciting. I didn't think I'd get that. I thought I may have to run the generator at some point. Maybe I still will. Who knows? But right now things are looking good. This is smelling amazing. And I gotta let it sit too for like 10, 15 minutes, something like that, to cool down and for all them flavors to just settle in and get to know each other real good. That's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. It's been about 5 minutes. It's about as long as I can wait. So I got some torpedoes. Got a little bit of nutritional yeast. I'm gonna just do a little bit in there. I got a little bit of salt. I'll be light on the salt because there's quite a few salty things in there. And then I got some romaine and some kale. Gonna get settled in, and I'm gonna enjoy me some of this. There ain't no plate necessary here. Alright. Not a ton of snow, but certainly some. It's turned to rain or sleet or something. It's kind of a cold, dreary morning. But I'm thankful to wake up. So I got that going for me, which is nice. all day long. The occasional slush ball falls from the tree and the tent keeps you on your toes. Wow, grateful I woke up this morning. Grateful I had the chance to experience today. Well, happy wet morning. That's what we're dealing with right now. Got little hole in the bottom of the 10th floor from the last time I was winter camping, and you can see my patch job down there. There's a little bit of Gorilla Tape under that duct tape. I don't know how well it's gonna. So the hole was right there, and now just drying things out. As you can see, that's a little wet, and that guy's a little wet, and then this rug is just a little wet. So just got a fire to dry them out. Towel is a little wet from sopping up some of the water, but I got most of the water cleaned up, and then I will show you how the water got in, and it is totally my fault, as most things are. So I have a tarp underneath this tent, and there were probably 4 or 5 areas where basically the tarp was like this, so it was catching the water that was running off the tent and then funneling it into the center of the tent, roughly where the stove is. So I have since tucked these in, and hopefully that will resolve that, and everything in there will dry, hopefully. Maybe not necessarily today, as it's supposed to rain again, but going forwards, lesson learned. So I got the wheelbarrow out, and could use a little bit of air. It lived in the shed all winter long, so I'm gonna go get the pump. So I got this guy here. This is just a car pump, just the old cigarette lighter adapter. So I can just run this to the battery and then get the pumping. Yeah, we're even getting a little bit of sunlight, which is nice. It's just a little bit through the clouds. So yeah, we got juice. Not gonna put too much air in. I don't want to overinflate it, but it does need a shot here. We'll see how that does. If need be, I can add more. Very handy little thing here. Alrighty, well, the sand's pretty wet, so it'll be kind of heavy, clunky. But I've been sitting for like a day and a half, and I really haven't done anything, so I'm just itching to do something. So probably get at least a couple loads in. We'll see how we feel physically, and we'll kind of take it from there. I think my plan is right now to, start digging out around the fire pit and see what kind of progress we made, and then I'll show you, the process and the progress of the hugelkultur build. it's a great workout. You don't need kettlebells or anything when you got sand to move. Well, I've decided I think I'm just gonna tear down the fireplace. Basically, take all the stones, throw them in the wheelbarrow, move them somewhere temporarily, and then get it so I could just keep on getting going, and just, you know, make another pile of sand down by the original pile of sand that I was making, and then sort of let that organically build and make more hugelkulturs, and probably put another layer of sand down in walking areas. I like a soft track. Unfortunately, I got shoes on because it's wet and such, and I'll say I do enjoy having relatively warm but dry feet right now, so especially while I'm working. Nicer weather, you know, I'd just be doing this all barefoot and it would be much better, but because, you know, like when I wear shoes, it's at the plantar fasciitis, and eventually like leg things start kind of tweaking up. But when I'm just barefoot, I don't get that. I just, like, when my body tells me I'm tired, I need to take a break, I take a break, and there we go. I do some yoga and rest for a while, get some water, and just back at it again. But yeah, right now, just gonna take down the fire pit and then kind of dig that out a little bit more, move some more loads down by the water. Like I said, make a new sand pile that I can distribute later, depending on what it is I want to do. And then, yeah, kind of let things sort of evolve from there. So that's the plan, and we're gonna hop to it. All right, so got most of the stones and rocks out of there. Piece of coal right there. All right. So these, just to clarify, these are all, or mostly stones, so they're, or rocks, dense rocks. And then the pile is right here. And this is a fire brick, as you can see on the top right there. And then these are from a concrete path that was broken up. And I put them like this because I want to be relatively gentle with them. I want them to not break because I want to build another fireplace. And this is a lot of fun to work with these. These are like, constructing the fireplace was so much fun because it's literally like Legos. And it's it was very satisfying to build, and I look forward to building another one, but I want complete pieces. And then if you look down by the water, the fire pit down there, also the same stones. I suppose I'll take you down there so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So these are all from a concrete path too. So that is the material that we are working with. I want to keep them as pristine as possible while I'm working with them. So that's why I'm not throwing them around and just dumping them out of the wheelbarrow. I don't want them to break. Eventually they will break from the heat and everything else, but if I can prolong the life a little bit,
I will.
So, decided to make a sand pile right here. Reason being, it's sort of a centralized location from the hugelkulturs that are right there. There's another hugelkultur right here. And then this is also an area that, like, I might, whatever remaining sand there is, spread it around to ensure that there's a soft track to walk on. So that is the plan. That's what we're gonna do. So this is a great workout. Whenever I do this, and even like right now after doing, I don't know, a handful of loads, I can already feel the string on my shorts getting loose, and my entire body, like my arms and my core, my legs, my back, like I just, everything's getting used. It's just, it's like the best workout, and I'm outside, I'm getting fresh air. It's amazing. This by far my favorite workout. I am absolutely sure this actually is great. And I also, another awesome aspect of this is I get to see results, not just here, not just this guy, but the actual physical results of like moving sand and then like clearing this out and actually having like a visual representation of what was done. Like the analogy would be like mowing the lawn, also very enjoyable, because when you're done, you actually get to see, you know, the fruits of the labor, and the lines drawn and the grass cut and everything's all kind of neat and organized, and you got nice lines. And you know, in a similar way, this, but you're moving lots of big heavy loads by hand. Sure, you could go rent a bobcat or whatever and just do it that way, but no, I would do it this way. This is far more rewarding. Same thing with processing wood, you know, just and to split. I find it so much more rewarding, and it's how I choose to spend my time. The results speak for themselves. How I feel, you know, at the end of the day, and just feels like I accomplished something, and it's worthwhile. And like, all, you know, anyone who works out, just, you know, when you're done, you just, oh God, it's just relaxed and just feel good. And then going forwards, it's like an investment in the self. You know, the next day you feel like you did something, and sleep a little bit better, and got a little bit of a pep in your step. And you know, when you recover, it's just, oh, it's good stuff. This is good stuff. So this is what we've done. I think I forgot to take a before picture, but there's before video, so I got that going for me. Take a little bit of a break, have a sparkling water, relax, think about maybe making some tea. Not sure. The sun keeps on trying to peek out, which is pretty nice. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'll take what I can get right now. So I do want to show you this tarp with these little totes. This worked out well. I collected some rainwater, much needed. Got some Dirty hands as usual, so I got something to wash them in. Acrobatic squirrels. It's nice they have a squirrel feeder out there. It's important to keep them well fed. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's going after the other one. Man, it is nice outside today. Mid-70s. Was really windy earlier. The winds calmed down a bit. This is nice. This feels good. This feels like almost like a summer day. I'll take this. I'm just heating up some beans and rice. Get something to eat. Got some editing done today. Some video editing. Got a lot of solar today, so I'm able to use the gaming laptop to do the video editing, which is better. Takes way more power, but it's just a better experience all around. So gonna enjoy this, just absorb the sunlight. I think we're gonna have a couple days of rain after this as it goes, early May. But yeah, I'll take this. This is nice. This feels good. Good. Red beans and rice and vegetables and salsa and such, and a view, just getting some sun, enjoying this. I should also mention I jumped in the water when the wind was a little calmer, and man did that feel good. It was cold. I did 3 concurrent dolphin dive things, and oh man, it's been a while. It's been almost 2 weeks, so that's a long time, and I feel refreshed. I feel $1,000,000 better. Yeah. And I'll show you. This is oh, it's a great snack. Hummus, carrots, Brussels sprouts, and kale. Looking forward to this as well. Good day. Very good day. Alright, so I cleared out this area, and basically my plan is to put some sand over here with some needles and leaves on top. This stump in particular has tripped many a folks. So gonna cover that up and then give you a little bit of a better view here. Make that kind of a gradual, nice sandy ascent. Well, we're gonna get some rain today, so that should help compact that sand mound down a bit. And then I'll throw some leaves and pine needles and such on there probably tomorrow. And then yeah, we'll see where it's we'll see where it sits after the rain, because it's gonna rain for a bit. And then maybe I add more. I don't know, we'll see what nature does with it. Feel the love. Morning-ish, it's 11, still morning technically. All right, so today is probably my last full day up here, getting dangerously low on produce, so I'll probably make, I don't know, like a soup with whatever I got left, and do a little bit of moving stuff around. So I got this pile of leaves here. Let me just show you. See them? Oh yeah. We're gonna take them there, leaves now. Yeah, we're gonna move them over by that sand pile we made the other day, and hopefully that sort of tampons down with the rain and the weather and hides the root that we covered up and makes that a little bit more of a pleasant path. Figure that is a good goal to have today, so that is what we're gonna set. That goal. I don't know. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, you know, I'm grateful. Yeah. With my luck, squirrel's gonna make that its home. Nature, what are you gonna do? Look at how clean that area is. Yes, I am impressed too. So this is cool. It's awesome watching this progress of these trees starting to bud out. Oh, spring. I love this time of year. Just the air is fresh, cool, and sweet. Everything's starting to bud out. It's glorious. Glorious. Even I'll show you here. Made this mound thing here. I got a raspberry plant right there. It's starting to come up. I think the squirrels kind of chewed those branches down, but I'm excited it's coming up. I'll show you the others. Oh yeah, got a family of raspberry bushes all over the place. I mean, look at how happy that one is. Just look at it. Just look. Tilt your head, or I tilt the camera, maybe. It's happy. That's just, how awesome. Hopefully a deer doesn't eat it. Probably will. Oh well. Here's another one over here. Nice. This one also starting. Oh, exciting. And then I have a slightly more robust one planted early last year. This guy. So this guy also. These are happy plants. Like this is cool time of year. This is awesome to see. I also inflated this here kayak. Yeah. This is an inflatable kayak. These things are awesome. I'll do another video on this whole schmear kind of thing. But yeah, had that, went out there, did a little bit of fishing, didn't catch anything. Had several snags in the line and spent half the time on doing knots and snags in the line. But you know, that's like fishing preseason-ish thing. Because we're in preseason right now, I think. Yeah, why not? Oh.